Morning, Louis.
How are you doing, Greg? Good morning.
Good morning. It's fine. It's fine.
Good. Hey, Sunday, August 4th, 2019.
And it is.
And one of the topics we have to be talking about is about those shootings.
Well, yeah, and just to get everybody up to date, we want to welcome you to Garage Door Politics. My name is Greg,
My name is Louis.
and we want to welcome all our Facebook Live podcast viewers, on Periscope, Twitter, live viewers, and our live audio audience on Anchor FM and Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those other platforms that is available, and we're on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, a lot's happened here in the last 24 hours.
That's done.
Less than 24 hours. We had a mass shooting in El Paso, Texas, that left 20 dead and 26 injured.
That's unbelievable.
And then, 13 hours later, we had another mass shooting in my hometown of Dayton, Ohio, that left 9 dead, and including the gunman was killed there.
Yeah, he was.
And 27 are injured there. We don't really have a motive because the gunman was killed by the police. The police, it's amazing that many people were shot, and the police responded in less than a minute in the Oregon district.
But in less than a minute, he was able to.
Because, yeah. But the one in El Paso was they captured the gunman, and they're interrogating him now. And from what my sources say, that he had a manifesto that he wanted to go and kill a bunch of Mexicans. That was his idea. But this raises a question. This raises a question.
Raises a lot of questions.
So what's going on here? Well, so what's your opinion of it? What's going on here? Is it domestic terrorism? Is it white supremacists?
It's a white in Texas. He's a white supremacist.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about what they about it.
Yeah, because it just happened not too long ago. A few hours ago. They're still going through it.
And the guy's dead, so nobody knows what the heck happened.
Right.
What made him? Is that a mental situation? Is as you say, because of the food they ate in the 80s?
Well, I don't know about that.
Neither do I.
But
I'm just raising questions.
My experience that I've seen with all this, and two things that I've gathered. I've got 2 sisters that live in Dayton, Ohio, and they both work for the county, and they're involved with a lot of mental health issues, aspects. One's a teacher. The other one is actually works for the county, Montgomery County, and I was talking to her earlier today, and she said that the mental illness is a real crisis in this country, and she said that what they do is they just pretty much put them in a room. There's no comprehensive treatment for mental illness. Because
nobody knows how to deal with it.
Well, they've got plenty of.
Nobody. If we have 3 million psychologists, whatever, they don't know what the heck they are doing.
Well, what? So what?
They got a piece of paper, say diploma. That's all.
That's all. Well.
I can have 50,000 diplomas.
So
do I know everything with those diplomas?
Well, I have a question.
Read.
Do you think mental illness plays a part in these mass shootings? This is the third
Has
one
to be.
in a week. We had one at Gilroy, California,
Right.
last Sunday night.
Has
at
to
the
be
college
something.
festival.
See, I would even put down the mental illness, even for those shootouts that we are considering white supremacist situation.
Okay.
Because even the white supremacists before, they didn't shouldn't do something like that, not for no reason.
So but
Am I right or wrong?
But today on a lot of the news channels,
Oh,
it was being politicized pretty bad, and everybody is quick to point the finger. Everybody's quick to point the finger.
that's the problem.
Well, instead of pointing it at themselves, they're pointing the finger at somebody else.
I keep saying it's easier to point the finger at everybody but yourself.
I agree.
Our beautiful president does the same.
Well, they all do it. They all do it. They all do it. But do you
Everybody
think?
start from the first one at the White House.
Oh, okay.
So,
what about the rest of them? What about the rest of them?
Everybody.
I think it's.
Let's give Trump a little break for today.
Okay. Well, they're all pointing the finger at President Trump because they're saying that he's stirring up the white supremacists in this country.
He has.
Well, did he pull the trigger on these shootings? Is he the one
No.
that pulled the trigger?
Just with his hateful speeches.
What do you mean hateful speeches?
Oh, that I see it every day.
In your mind, it is.
Oh, in my mind, okay. In the mind of many other journalists.
Well,
The only ones who say no are the guys from Fox.
No, they've been called out today. Chris Matthews on Fox called out.
Forget it.
Chris
I
Wallace.
watch.
Chris Wallace. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Sorry, Chris. Sorry. Anyway.
I just watch him because I like him. He's not the regular Fox journalist.
Well, he tries to be fair. And calls out
The
President
best
Trump.
he can do.
Hey,
and I
I
like
do it too. I call out President Trump if he does something I don't think is the correct way to do something, But overall, I don't believe President Trump's a racist. I don't believe
Oh,
that.
the heck I do.
No, I don't believe that, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
Has been inspiring.
Okay.
Not that he's gonna get there and boom. The trigger.
So he's inspiring all these shootings then.
Not exactly like that, okay? But
Well,
since he started to use his hateful speech, all those paramilitary groups, they have been rising like crazy. And now, they may not be doing themselves, but then you have mental,
well, that's what I want to get back to. I believe this is.
and then they see what is going on, then they decide, I'm gonna kill all the Mexicans, poor Mexicans. They are here, they're trying to make a living like the rest of us. Now, they go to a Walmart and they get killed by I don't even know the name.
Well, and we don't like to put the names out either because we don't want to glorify them. We don't want to give them their, what I think is what
glorify those people.
Well, that's what they want. They want their name out there because they think they'll go down in history, like the Columbine, which happened
over 20 years ago.
it was 1999 was Columbine. It was 20 years
ago.
20 years, I believe, this year, and they were inspired. Basically, it wasn't white supremacist. It wasn't any of that. They were inspired by video games.
That too.
Okay. And I want to touch on that too.
Let's go.
I want to touch on it
now.
I want to touch on that.
On that, then we're gonna agree.
Well, anyway, I think this the one in El Paso, the gentleman, 21 years old. He wrote a manifesto and he wanted and I guess he wanted to kill many Mexicans as he could. That's the news that I'm getting.
Yeah.
But I believe too, we got mental illness and we got video games. Because now some of these video games that you play today that are available either
Oh, a
online
lot of violence.
or on the Xbox or any one of those,
A lot of violence.
and it looks real. It looks like
Pretty
it's
much.
real.
Pretty much.
Real.
And those video games are being played by young,
impressionable teenagers. And I agree.
and now it's not just that. They play games, they get excited because the games are exciting anyhow.
Right. Well,
But
yeah.
then they watch TV and they see what's going on with the white supremacists. They are impressionable too,
Well, not
because
only-
things start to add up.
And I think that because once they start to go in and do these dastardly crimes and deeds, I think their brain flips and they think they're in a video game.
Right.
That's what I believe, and that's
Because
going back
you
to
see-
mental illness.
It's easy on the video games to kill people.
Well, yeah, but because you
And
never
then
die. You never die because
nobody dies,
Well-
but now in the real life,
it's
people
totally different.
lose
I
their life.
I agree. I
But
agree.
no, at this point, they get to a point they don't really know. They mix what's fantasy and what's real.
They can't tell the difference. They
No,
cannot tell
they
the
get
difference.
to a point,
Right.
and that's what is going on now.
And I agree with that. But hold that thought. Hold that thought. Has anybody thought about starting their own podcast out there? Well, me and Louie, we were searching around and we found Anchor FM. Anchor FM is a one-stop shop for all your podcasting needs. It's really easy to use, and best of all, it is totally free. And you could possibly get paid for it. And they'll put your podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and any other place that people listen to podcasts. So if you decide you want to give it a shot, then just go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start.
That's right.
And you get started right away, usually less than 5-10 minutes. And plus of all, you can use your phone too. The podcast from your phone. But anyway, going back to what you were saying about mental illness and that where people can't differentiate from
got me off.
real
You got
and
me off.
fantasy.
Now, I don't even
Fantasy.
remember.
Fantasy. The
Where
video
they
game.
mix fantasy and reality.
And they can't tell the difference, correct?
They can.
So you know, I understand.
It's a situation, a psychotic situation, in which not even the doctors understand. Because it's something so new.
Well, there's no more Freuds left in the world, evidently. You know, I mean, Sigmund
We
Freud.
don't
had
have
it-
Freuds anymore.
No, we don't.
We just have Freuders.
You just got pieces of paper and they hang it on the wall and says that they're
These or that.
they're trained to.
And they don't even know what the heck they are talking
Well,
about.
not only that, there was another thing that came out today, and now they're really pushing gun control. And
Oh, that's what, no,
well,
I got lost.
but you know, the gun control. You know, my view on the gun control is that I don't think we need high capacity magazines, and I don't think that we
Okay,
need.
I'm agreeing with you. That's all I was going to
And,
talk about.
and assault rifles have no place except the battlefield.
But for the civilians,
No, it shouldn't be. I think only the SWAT officers and you know, law
No,
enforcement,
yeah,
military.
people who had the right
Training.
training,
Right.
how
I don't
to
think-
deal with
They,
that.
they shouldn't be sold in this gun store.
Okay, as I saw, United States is considered the country that has more military and paramilitary weapons, more than the population of the United States.
Really? I didn't see that stat. I know,
So
that's
that's
interesting.
5 o'clock in the morning.
I am,
So,
okay. Okay.
you know,
I understand. Go ahead.
Maybe.
Keep going.
Give me an idea of
I
what
like
the
to
heck
learn
is-
sometimes.
Me too.
I don't know everything. I mean, I might act like
Oh,
I do.
I wish I do.
But anyway, keep going. Keep going.
Congress and the Senate has to do overall on the Second Amendment to avoid this, because what is going on to this point is the NRA is paying off members of the Congress and the Senate just to be easy on the arms control. So nobody wants that because they're having their money right in their pocket under the table.
Well, I agree with you know, we need to reform the gun laws, but we can't. We have
Well,
to.
I just know overall to avoid civilians to get those kind of weapons. I don't mind if you have a gun.
It's been over 20 years since
I
we've
know.
had anything done in Congress, okay, about gun reform or
Gun control.
well, and the Second Amendment needs to be left as it is, and I'm going to tell you why.
But we have to change a little things here and there.
Background checks, okay?
Not just background.
You have to.
No.
Mental
not just
illness
background.
checks.
No background. That gets too complicated. No military style rifles to civilians. Just stop it. It's much easier.
Well, I agree with the assault weapons, okay, but I'm not talking about no hunters. I'm not talking about people that go
No,
out
I'm
and
not talking about
I'm
that.
talking about people that have concealed carry weapons, you know,
Right.
that have been passed the
I'm
background
not
check.
I'm not talking about that. What
I
I'm
mean-
talking about is exactly this. Assault weapons, military weapons in name of the civilians. Hunters don't get assault rifles to go around in the woods, killing every animal.
I understand that. I understand
That's
that.
not what we have seen.
But there's some politicians that came out today saying that we need to repeal the Second Amendment. They want to do that. they wanna do
I
that.
don't go that. I don't go to
You
that.
know, that's you know.
We have, no, it's understand this is something that has been in the United States practically for over 100 years.
Well, it's because
We don't have to change it. We don't have to just erase it, but we have to put something that right now the NRA is doing, because the NRA doesn't work for the American people. They work for the guns manufacturers.
okay. Well, I believe this is what I believe. It's you can't point fingers at one organization, one person.
I have to
You-
point a
you
finger on
can't-
NIA.
You can't point fingers at everything.
Well, I'm trying to.
This is society, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going back to the mental illness in the video games. Because it's society as a whole. This is what we've evolved to. Plus, you got the internet. You got the internet. People can go on the internet. They can upload, download, whatever they want. It's
Right.
just so easy now.
Nah, it's easy.
Social
Easy.
media.
That too. So we have dealing with a lot of different situations that we didn't have 20 years ago.
Well, society has changed and I believe the internet it was once the internet got established, I believe then it was another outlet. Then you had Facebook come along, then you had YouTube, you had Google, you got Instagram, you got.
Everything became easier to buy.
But not only that, people started abusing it. That's what they're doing now. They're abusing it.
But that's why we have to counterattack.
Well, I'm not saying counterattack. What we have to do
Yeah,
is
we have to
educate.
educate what?
Educate the people.
How the heck are you going to educate somebody who is off Oh,
Well,
my
then-
God.
Well, then Congress needs to act. We need more mental health services in this country.
Nah,
we
it's,
need.
too,
What do you mean it's too late?
too complicated.
Oh, too well.
And a lot of money for no reason.
Well,
It's easier just to stop the selling of those assault.
well, I'm going
Right.
to give you. I'm going to give you for instance.
Go ahead.
What the United Kingdom has one of the strictest gun laws in the world. Okay, I mean,
Not just.
well, they are. They're pretty strict. I mean, they probably are as strict as I haven't seen anybody else's. But instead, now what they use knives, they use hammers, they use whatever weapon they can get a hold of.
Hold on.
Okay?
Hold on. That's the difference.
That's mental illness.
The guy has a knife. He has to go around one by one. Now, if he has an assault weapon, he can be 20 feet away. Bah!
But I'm just,
So he dies in less than 1
Are you-
minute
are
with
you
a
gonna-
knife. It doesn't count.
Are you going to be out of the camera now? Are you walking around? Are you walking around? Anyway,
I'm getting excited.
I see that. But it's just this debate needs to be. Our politicians need to have this debate. Our politicians need to do something, and I'm talking about from the top all the way down.
Nobody wants to deal with that.
Why?
Because
Why?
they're getting a lot of money from the NRA.
Oh, I don't think it's just the NRA either.
Well, the NRA gets the money from the guns manufacturers.
Well,
That's what they want.
Well, I think lobbyists as a whole should be outlawed in the Washington D.C.
I don't even understand up to today why that happens.
Well, I think this is what we need. This is what I think we need. I think we need to two areas, and I think mental illness is the big one. Okay, people that have a history of mental issues, or even bipolar depression. Any of this stuff should not be allowed to purchase a weapon. Should not be allowed to. That's why we need the background check.
Just now.
We need to go back.
We already have.
Not
Just
enough.
erase it. No paramilitary weapons
Okay.
being sold for civilians.
Okay.
That's all.
I say high capacity magazines and high
Same
capacity
thing.
weapons. I understand that.
No, different words for the same meaning.
But I think this mental illness is running rampant in this country, and we got to remember too.
It's
Got to
not just
remember
here,
too.
but,
They
not
see
just
something.
here.
They see something on TV or the internet. You have called copycats, and I believe
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that Dayton, Ohio shooting was maybe a copycat. We don't know. It's too early in the investigation.
Yeah.
But it
They
could be a
don't have the mind.
copycat.
They don't have the
It could
mind,
be a
yeah.
copycat. So at this point, this debate needs to be going on, not with just us here on Garage Door Politics.
Nope.
This debate needs to be in the halls of Congress. It needs to be on the campaign trail, not just point fingers. They need to work together, bipartisan, because this is becoming a real flipping problem in this country.
It has been a disgrace in the United States.
It's embarrassing, and we need this. We need something done, and they don't need to be jetting off to Italy. They don't need to be going over these places. They need to come back in session. Get off their vacation, get back there, and let's do something about this. Do their job.
They are supposed to do, and they haven't
Because
been doing.
we pay them,
For sure.
so they need to do their job. And anyway, we're at our point of podcast. We're at our shame pile, and who are we going to shame this week, Louis?
NRA.
Why? Tell me why you're shaming them.
I already said it.
Okay? So you're going to
Because
shame
they are
them.
the ones behind all those shootouts.
Oh, they're behind it.
Indirectly.
Okay, we're not pointing fingers here. The only thing I'm shaming this week is after basically everything that's happened in the last 24 hours. Congress needs to get their asses back, and they need to at least work together to try to get something on this mental illness. It's rampant.
It's not
rampant.
just mental
Oh, I
illness.
see it all the time.
But it's not just that. They have to have something more
I think it needs to be.
comprehensive.
I think it needs to be ingrained.
More comprehensive.
Yeah, it needs to be ingrained.
It's not. That's not just the issue. It's one of. There are many others, and they have to tackle that.
I agree. I agree. So I agree to disagree and agree. How's that? How's that? And anyway,
We got out of.
well, anyway, this is going to be a hell of a debate for a hell of a long time. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for watching our live podcast today, and we hope to see you next time on Garage Door Politics.
All right, Louis.
You have a good day.
Have a good day, Jeremy. Thank you.